Enough with the mockery. Kosovo and the Balkans deserve dignity, not empty EU rhetoric. On May 16, 2025, Tirana became the center of European attention, hosting the 6th summit of the European political community, a grand diplomatic spectacle that claimed to discuss a new Europe in a new world. 47 leaders from across the continent gathered to talk about security, energy, migration, and Europe's global role. But behind the handshakes, photo-op smiles, and polished speeches, one simple and painful question remained: where is Kosovo in all of this? Kosovo, a country fully aligned with the EU, yet left outside the gates. Kosovo is one of those rare countries where every state policy, every reform, every strategic step has been built on the belief that the European Union is its rightful future. Its institutions have been reformed to EU standards, democracy has been consolidated with great effort and sacrifice, and the rule of law and anti-corruption are treated as existential priorities. And what does Kosovo get in return? Sanctions. Blockades. Discrimination. Silence. At the Tirana summit, President Voser Osmani rightly declared that Kosovo's voice must be heard where Europe's future is being decided. But the voice of Kosovo, a nation that strives to stand on the right side of history, continues to be ignored. The EU still maintains punitive measures against Kosovo, while Serbia, an openly loyal ally of the Kremlin, enjoys favored treatment. Serbia in Putin's lap, yet the EU's favorite. The irony is bitter. Serbia no longer hides its strategic ties to Russia. It has refused to sanction Putin, shelters Russian propaganda in the Balkans, and has made no meaningful progress toward deep democratization. And yet, the EU coddles it. Opens its doors. Embraces it. Serbia continues to arm itself, provokes conflict in the north of Kosovo, and is still welcomed to summits as a constructive player. Meanwhile, Kosovo defends every centimeter of its homeland with soul and sacrifice, keeps NATO troops as partners for peace, and is treated as if it were the EU's greatest enemy. The EU, be like us, but don't expect justice. The European Union preaches about democracy, justice, human rights, and cooperation. But its actions are revealing the ugly face of a decaying political logic, where short-term geopolitical interests outweigh the values the Union claims to stand for. It is time to face the painful truth: the Western Balkans, Kosovo, Albania, North Macedonia, Bosnia, and Montenegro cannot continue to live in this endless illusion. Empty promises and hollow rhetoric are not enough. Either accept this region as an equal part of the European project, or stop manipulating it. Time for a Balkan alternative. If Europe considers us unworthy to sit at the table, then the Balkans must begin building their own path. Not out of blind rebellion, but out of dignified necessity. There are global powers ready to invest in this region, to develop infrastructure and institutions, without hypocrisy. We cannot endlessly beg for a visa, a negotiation chapter, or an invitation to participate. Kosovo and the Western Balkans have capabilities, vision, and, above all, people who deserve more than this constant state of waiting and humiliation. The EU must now make a choice: either accept the Balkans as part of its future, or honestly admit that it does not, and let us decide our own fate. Because Kosovo is not a problematic province. It is a state that has fought for every millimeter of democracy. And history will remember all those who stayed silent when Kosovo most deserved to be heard.